So there is actually something that's important that we as depositors need to do, and I want to share with you guys. I'm going to go over that in a second, but I'm just going to go over some updates of what happened in the hearing, what's going on. Basically, the Celsius brought forward their reorganization plan, and the leading part of that plan is their Celsius mining operations. It's actually a different subsidiary of Celsius. They have $720 million worth of mining assets. Here, this guy breaks it down. Currently, mining owns 80,850 rigs with 43,632 in operation. Prior to the petition date, an investment plan to operate approximately 120,000 rigs by the end of 2022. So basically, if they can get all of these up and running by the end of this year, beginning of next year, they would hypothetically be able to create 15,000 Bitcoin annually. That is something, but that's not quite going to make us whole as depositors. They have a $1.2 billion debt on their balance sheet, and if you take Cell off of that, which is worth 600 million, that puts us closer to 2 billion. Seems really unfortunate. Celsius network lawyers argue that users have no right to their crypto, and in their fine print, in their terms of service, essentially us in the earn portion, or when we deposit our crypto onto Celsius, we relinquish all claim, all ownership to our crypto, and they can do whatever they want with it. So, that is the reality. Hopefully the judge or the courts will see an area where if Celsius was operating fraudulently, and there's this other article here by Crypto Potato. Celsius had serious internal issues years before bankruptcy, ex-executives say. Poor risk management, disorganization, and here, this is a really big one, Cell token manipulation, where they were pumping up Cell and selling it, and Alex was putting money in his pocket from manipulating the price of Cell. The legalities within the crypto world are very gray, but I can't see a court looking at that favorably. Now, it looks like here Celsius owes $4.7 billion to customers as first bankruptcy hearing takes place. It does say here that the court did approve. Judge Martin Glenn approved US $5 million in expenditure to help Celsius bring its mining project to completion. So the court has approved them to spend an additional $5 million to finish their Bitcoin mining operations. And that is, better than terrible, I guess. This was interesting to see here on CoinDesk that broke down the kind of downfall of Celsius. You can look at their total assets here, user liabilities, and this here breaks down how it happened. Users withdrawed 1.9 billion. Decline in market value holdings was 12.3 billion. I guess they did crypto liquidated by Tether, so Tether liquidated them for 900 million. Thank you, Tether. Crypto loss from investments, 100 million. Loans. So here, these were the numbers here that we all saw recently. Total assets, 4.3 billion. Total liabilities, 5.5 billion. But we do have these Cell assets of $600 million here that, might not be considered assets at all. So last night, got an important message from Celsius. It seems so contradictory how the courts are arguing, their lawyers are arguing that we shouldn't get any of our crypto back, and then they send us this letter. So they said they had their first court hearing. It says, we were encouraged to hear that the U.S. trustee is working quickly to form the creditors committee, the vast majority of which will be our customers. This means that our community will play an instrumental role in negotiating the plan of reorganization we'll submit for court approval. It is our intention to file a plan. It is intention to file a plan that will provide customers with an option to remain long crypto. In light of the Chapter 11 proceedings, please note the following important updates regarding customer accounts. Rewards are currently paused as of the filing date June 13th. Additionally, we have paused liquidation and margin call activities with regard to active loans. So that's good for you guys that if you do have any loans, you're not going to get margin called or liquidated. Please note that these measures may change over time. In the coming days, Celsius will be updating its processes and related communication to reflect these changes. We want to be sure that the comments and concerns are being heard. To that end, in accordance with the commitment made today, the following email has been established to address customer questions and concerns. So you can contact Celsius Inquiries at Stretto. Now, this is important. Who knows if it's actually going to help us get our crypto back, but if you don't do this, there's a very good chance if depositors do get crypto back, you won't. So I actually spoke with a lawyer this morning, but this is not financial advice. I'm not a lawyer. It seems like speaking to a lawyer about this would be a good idea. So don't take any of this financial advice, but here, to file a claim. Customers can now file notice of a claim with Stretto. More information on how to file a claim is available here. So if you open up this link, it shows you information on the hearing and everything, and then you can go up here to file a claim. I haven't quite finished filing my claim yet because I want to know which debtor to put on the claim. There are 3 debtors right now: Celsius Network, Celsius KeyFi, and Celsius Lending. I sent them an email to see if they'll get back to me. Hopefully they do. I'm not totally sure yet, but it seems like filing a claim definitely would not hurt you. If there is some sort of payout at the end of this, that we could actually get a little bit back. Not super optimistic about what's going on with Celsius. I'm preparing for the worst, but hoping maybe we can possibly get something back. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's unfortunate or fortunate, but markets are kind of rallying recently. So my ETH and Bitcoin in there are going up in value. Awesome. So, these are some updates that are happening. It seems like the next hearing is August 10th. So I guess we'll just see what happens. All right. Phew.